We're now going to use network materials to create more complex shaders. So instead of creating a basic material node like we've done so far, you can set up more advanced structures, and what the network material node will do is package your shading nodes into a single material. So what I'm going to do is create a material for the mug shape and assign a textured image onto it. So first I'll go ahead and create a network material node. So I'm going to hit tab and network material and place this and merge this with the rest of my materials. Now this will create a new material called network material, so I'm just going to rename this and call this mug_mat. I'm then going to create a DL shading node. So if I hit tab and DL shading node, and if I hover over this and hit E, I will call this principled _mat. So I'm going to set the node type to a principled material, a DL principled like we've done previously. Then I'm going to create two more DL shading nodes. So if I hit DL shading node and copy and paste this over twice. Now I'm going to hover over this and hit E and then call this a place 2D texture. And then I'm just going to call this, there we go, place 2D texture. And then this one is going to be where we bring in our file. So if I hit in file, now I can bring in the path for my image. So if I hit browse and if I go down to textures and bring in my TIFF file, now I can link my place2D textures out UV into my file's input UV coordinates. Now this is very tedious to have to create these nodes just to bring in a texture file. What you can do if you hit S, this will give you shortcuts already made for 3D Light specific actions. So if you type in file, and this will create a place2D texture and a file. So these are both DL shading nodes as we have done ourselves. Now I can plug this output into our DL principled base color, and in turn what I'm going to do, if I hover over this and hit E, is add a terminal. So this will add a slot to bring in our shading nodes. If I hit surface, then I can plug my out color into the DL surface. If I then assign my material to my geometry, I'm going to create a new material, assign in the stack and do _mug. Then I'm going to middle mouse button drag my mug shape into this slot and then middle mouse button drag my mug material over here. So if I send off a quick preview render, our textured shader is now assigned to the geometry. So the same way you plugged in this texture file into our shading network, you can do the same with various maps, so specular, roughness, and you'll see that this will be, all these slots are available to plug these in. So if you want to edit or add anything, you can do that using a DL shading node. So if I hit DL shading node, just to show you the different actions available. For instance, you can use a remap color, or you can play around with these and see what they can all do. I hope this was useful, and in the next session we will go over interactive render filters.